Hi, Virgos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles love prediction for April, May, June. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides, what is the loving energy around you? What's coming next? I do have some charms and some initials, so we'll be using those. Let's see what the energy is. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. So for my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, welcome. And any cross watchers are always welcome as well. So let's see what we have. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that it's meant to be heard at this time? What is it that you have for us? I am listening for you now. I have a B, cooperation, creating sweetness together. Okay, so it takes many, right, to make honey. A little bit also of what's that phrase? You get more with honey, So maybe Spirit's saying that sometimes we put up our defenses and you make somebody jump through hoops to prove it to you that they should be in your life. Okay. And it could be turning off people. So maybe it's just like, just be yourself. If you're sweet, you're sweet. If you're nice, you're nice. If you're kind, you're kind. Just be yourself. If their true colors come out and they're out to hurt you, or their intentions aren't pure, you're going to be able to figure it out whether you put up that really hard wall or not. There's a way to defend yourself and walk away without coming across as prove it to me. Like nobody's going to be attracted to that. So I guess you attract more bees with honey, I guess, is however they're trying to say it. I have a veil, secrets, needing to uncover the truth, opening up. They're saying, let them see your inside. So somebody listening to this is probably putting a shield up and they're not even aware of it. And this person or people who are coming towards you, they say, oh, this is too much work. I don't want to feel like I have to fight to get to know you. I don't feel like I have to dig too, hard. I mean, yeah, they're saying let people in, like let people get to know you. I have a crown, honoring each other's worth and respect. You do deserve respect. You do. We have to give respect to get respect. So it is a feeling of somebody's going to treat you right. It's, of course, we don't want to let everybody in, Spirit's saying. Not everybody deserves to get to know the real you. But when you find somebody that you think is worthy of getting to know, yeah, then don't fight it so hard. Sit back and relax. Look at it as a friendship. Okay, that initially it's just my friend. I just want to get to know you. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your life. Who are you, right? So look at it as a starting of a beautiful friendship. Your best friend. You're meeting your best friend. I have a high priestess. I have a 3 of swords. I have an ace of cups. I have an ace of wands. The 3 of swords came into me as I'm trying to prevent myself from ever being hurt again. I wish we could all do that. Some of us take that to the next level where we don't let somebody in because we're trying to make sure that we never get hurt again. If you don't allow the love in, if you don't accept this beautiful ace when it comes to you, both aces, ace of cups, ace of wands, it's a gift. If we don't accept these beautiful aces when they come to us, are we missing out on the gift that Spirit just handed us? So because I'm so afraid of being hurt again, it's really overriding that fear and being willing to risk your heart. And I know everybody goes through this. I mean, I don't think anybody walks into a relationship and says, oh, good, I'm going to get a broken heart from this. Like that is not our intention. It happens. It happens. I don't know anybody who hasn't been hurt, but You have to trust inside that you're making a good choice at the time with the information that you have in front of you. So yeah, accepting this love. I want to just say accepting this love for now. Okay, that with open arms. Okay, maybe Spirit's saying, "Hey, I have somebody for you that isn't going to break your heart." Maybe that's what you need to hear. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a Fool, new beginning. I have a Hierophant. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. You've got to trust again. You've got to trust love. You've got to, even if it's been a long road, it's been a hard road. It is definitely a feeling of, if I let this person in, like, what if they hurt me? What if they don't? What if they're the best thing that's ever happened to you? What if this is the person you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with? What if this is divinely sent? And I'm pushing it away. I really feel like somebody's coming into your energy and you're second guessing yourself. Some of you, not all of you, but somebody listening, overthinking it, trying to predict the future with, where am I going to end up with this person? Is this person going to be the person I end up with for the rest of my life without even starting? Sometimes we want to know where we're going to end up, and we haven't even really gone on dates with this person. We don't even know this person. It's like, how could you know? So don't predict too far into the future. It's one thing to say to yourself, I can see myself with this person, or I can't. I think that's a different kind of analogy, I guess, or analyzing a situation. But to decide ahead of time whether this is the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with or not, you're not there yet. And that could be a mistake that some of you are making. I'm definitely overthinking it. I'm definitely putting way too much energy into where am I going as opposed to right now what's in front of me. So maybe we need to work on that. I have an ex. I'm still healing from my past. I feel like I'm apologizing. You're apologizing to me. You don't have to apologize to me. You can heal and you can fall in love at the same time. You can. I always say we're human. We have these incredible capacities to love a lot of different people and have a lot of different relationships going all at the same time, and have a lot of different feelings for different people at the same time. So yeah, you can do both. I have a friendship. This connection could be based on friendship. This, like I said, this person I want you to look at as, it's going to be your best friend. Okay. This is your future. Okay. Let's do it this way. Your future best friend. Okay. Your future lover, and your future possibly spouse, if that's what you're looking for. So when you're entering into it, can we just start with, is this going to be my future best friend, and then kind of let the other things, happen over time. Spirit, please share with me. I have dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold the answers. Trust, trust that what you want and what this person coming into your life are going to be in alignment. Okay. Otherwise, it's not going to work anyway. So just trust that you're going to be wanting the same things. This feels like an engagement party. Like there's going to be a day that we're toasting. There's going to be a day people are toasting to us. So there's a celebration in the future. And maybe that's what you're thinking about and manifesting. And you just want to make sure you pick the right one. You will. It's almost as if there's this beautiful inner knowing that happens, that it feels different. Either you're going to feel different, this person makes you feel different. You feel secure emotionally. You feel safe, Spirit saying. Let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are. Maybe we'll get some, if you were thinking of somebody, maybe we'll start to get some confirmation. I have the letter N, Z, I have an A, W, D, an N, F, T, P, B. I have an L. I have another A, G, F, and an O. And let's get these letters, because these are 2 letters, first name, last name. So either your side or their side. So these I like, these I did. So I thought these would be more accurate. I have a letter L-I, E-R, S-T, P-A, C-H, S-H, K-E, N-A, R-O, C-H again, and I have a J-A. Okay. And while I was flipping those, Spirit was saying to me that you've grabbed their attention, that something that you've said held their attention or grabbed their attention. And maybe it gave them, like food for thought. Okay. And maybe somebody has never said that to them, or they've never been able to hold their attention about a particular topic. And I don't know, it's a little bit of I was caught off guard, but in a good way. I never thought about that about myself, or I never gave that any thought, something like that. So the things that you're talking about are things that maybe they haven't had these kind of intimate conversations with anybody else. Do you want to have kids someday? I'm trying to think of some, why did you get divorced? Would you ever get me remarried again? What are the pros and cons to marriage? Do you see it as worth it? Like something that you wouldn't typically be talking about, but eventually you'll know in your person. But I feel like you ask them some things about themselves that if you were to do it all over again, Spirit just said, what would you do differently? So you're more interested in the changes in them, or you're more interested in the growth in them. You want to see the changes. You want to see how they think. You want to see how they kind of process things. And I think that nobody's ever really asked that. Like you want to know what's inside. And I think that that's really what is going to hook them to you. I have an inheritance, learning from the past, inherit wisdom for the future. So not necessarily a financial inheritance, even though there could be something there, but the wisdom from the past, which is exactly what I just said. It's that sense of, well, what did you learn from that? What would you do differently? And they're like, I never thought about that, but now that you said it, if I could go back in time, this is maybe what a choice I would make, So it's kind of interesting because you're getting to their heart, Spirit just said, and they know it. They know that you are able to go deeper than the average person. I have acceptance, fully accepting each other for true love to take root. They're also saying, I believe in you. I believe you. I believe what you tell me. I believe what you said. I am trusting you. I have no reason not to trust you. So they definitely have no problem trusting you. You may be afraid of a broken heart again, so they've got to get over that hurdle. I have playful, keeping it fun, keeping it youthful, having fun with this person. They're saying staying in the day. That's something you struggle with. I struggle with staying in the day and in the moment. And devotion, being devoted. I'll be devoted to you if you're devoted to me. It could be, I gave my heart to somebody in the past and I gave them everything and I was there for them and I did everything that I was supposed to do. And at the end, I have nothing to show for it. So, there could be just that hardcore wound that says, if I do it again, what's to say I'm going to get, a different result? A lot. It's going to be a different person. And that's how you have to look at it. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Maybe we'll get some additional evidence here with some of my charms today. And I have this big, beautiful bowl of charms. Okay. And let's do the, give this a scoop. Let's see what they say. Okay, so this is a knot, right? Celtic knot. I mean, just interwoven, right? I mean, it just feels like I'm connected to you. So our lives could become very interwoven, very interwoven. I have a moon, a crescent moon. Let's see what else I'm feeling. I have a Santa sleigh, so celebrating the holidays. We could be together for the holidays next year. Never, never give up. Never give up on love. Never give up on that you're worthy. Never give up on finding your person. I never give up on myself. I have a mushroom. I always love mushrooms because mushrooms are, they grow where nobody would think that they're going to grow. And it could be a little bit of this love comes into your life where you didn't think that's where you would find it. So maybe you find this person in a place that's something that's very random. Like, what are the chances of us meeting there? What are the chances of us finding each other? Okay, so something could be very unique about the way that you meet. I have a seahorse and a flip-flop and a shell. That feels like a vacation. It felt like I can't wait to take you away. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to go to an island somewhere. We're going to sit on the beach and drink drinks with umbrellas in them and lots of fruit and things like that, pina coladas. So maybe we're going to do that. I have a baby. Part of me feels like I have two ends of the spectrum. I feel like I have grandchildren, and I feel like I have somebody who I am getting older and I would still like to have a baby in my lifetime. Is that something that maybe that's the question about when I said you asked them something very deep. Maybe they don't have children either. And maybe that's the question. Have you thought about a family? Maybe they haven't ever met anybody that they thought they would have children with, or they thought that period of their life has already passed them by. So maybe that's why it really opened their eyes to, wow, like you coming into my life could really change my life. Not only you, but possibly the thoughts of having a family that I thought maybe I wouldn't have the opportunity in my lifetime to have. So I think that there's something like that, something very deep, it's like goes right to their soul. So it could be about children. I have a carrot. Easter period time. I have mountains, feels like a mountain view. I feel like I have forest. I have hills, mountains. So maybe I live somewhere that has more hills than flat. I have a book. Okay, this feels like a big old book. They're saying history, so it was more of a sense of history. I have a history behind me, so that could be where the I can't handle another broken heart is coming from. But it could be, history tells me that I haven't met the right one. Okay, so, but just remember, everybody's going to be a no until you get to that right one. So it's hard. It's hard to get over the no's. It's hard to get over the pain. It's hard to get over the people that don't work out, to get to the one that does. I understand that. I have a flute. It came into me as like the Pied Piper, where everybody's following the Pied Piper down the street, and like everything, he's playing his little piccolo or whatever it is, and everything's following the Pied Piper. There's a sense of following this person. There's a sense of people follow this person. An influencer, somebody who is in some kind of leadership role, somebody who other people look up to. It's kind of interesting, but a lot of following. Maybe they have a huge social media presence, but it was like whatever they say or whatever they play, people follow. So something's going on with that. That was kind of neat. I have a W, and then I have a Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. So if I only had a heart, right? Is it a heart he looks for? I think he looks for a heart. Also the armor part of the Tin Man, that I've got to get through the armor. So again, what they said, accepting love with open arms. So getting through your armor is more how I feel today, that I've got to get through that armor. So we've got to let our guard down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's my Tin Man. I think it's my Wizard of Oz Tin Man, and I think it's the heart. I think he's looking for his heart. Okay. And let's see, Spirit, tell me when. When is this love coming towards us? When do we expect this love? I have May. Okay, beautiful. Blooming flowers. I have next week. I have in the summertime. Sooner than expected. I love that. Hold on. Okay, I had to have a drink of water. Let's see what some feelings are. Spirit, can I have some feelings? What are the emotions around this, or the personality? This one's jumping. I get some jumpers. I have empathic. I have sensual. I feel connected to you. I have trustworthy. I do feel like you're going to build trust with this person fairly easily. As soon as you let down your guard, Spirit just said. I have generous. Okay, so trust their generosity. I do think that they're giving things or doing things for you from a place of love, not to try to win you over, buy your love, or anything like that. I think that they're just trying to treat you right, is how they're saying it. I have the determined. I feel like they're determined to win your heart. Very approachable, very truthful, trustworthy, and very patient. So patient to win your heart. I do feel like there's something about you've grabbed their attention, and then once they kind of got that connection, like there's more here. You're not just, how do I want to say it? You're not just a pretty face, right? And they're interested in more. They're interested in your brain. How about that? And they see more. They see, they want more of you, is what happens. So they get over you're a pretty face in some way. But then they see this deeper side of you, and they want more of it. They're intrigued. They're interested in what you had to say, and maybe they liked these kind of deep conversations that you stirred in them. That's made them think about their future, made them think about their life or their own feelings about things that maybe they've never really even thought about or talked about. So that's something about you that they've never seen in anybody else. So you went deeper, which is nice. Will come into your life when you least expect it. There is a part of me that says you'll meet this person in some random place. That maybe it's a great story of how you met. But I think that it's for you guys, you'll look back and say, was it random or fate? Okay. And I think you'll say, yeah, it was fate. There's no doubt about it. Has strawberry hair. Okay. A little bit about, I don't know, it could have strawberry hair, but it was like, sometimes people have like a red kind of tint in their beard. Like their hair could be dark, but their beard could have some red in it. That's how I felt. I felt for divine masculine that has facial hair. It felt like, wow, your beard has some red in it. And they're like, yeah, I know. So something is there. Has a noticeable facial feature. I'm going to put that with the facial hair. Daydreams about you frequently. Beautiful. Enjoys tarot readings. Maybe they like tarot readings as much as you do. That would be fun. Okay. Has a pet. Tell me about your pet. Nice. And has lived in more than one country. That's an interesting clue too. So little bit of speaks a foreign language came in also. So they could be bilingual. That could be a really good clue that they, maybe they were raised in a bilingual home, something like that. So that could be an excellent clue. Spirit, please share with me. What are the feelings? I can't get you out of my mind. Absolutely. I wish I could tell you how I feel. Maybe they're more interested in you than you know. I wish for someone just like you. They want somebody that they can talk to. They do not want just a pretty face. That is what's going on in this reading. They do not want shallow. They do not want eye candy. They want somebody that is deeper, that they can, relate to. I'm really into you. I don't want you to break my heart. So you could both be feeling the same way. I'm ready to start this journey. I'm ready to start this journey with you. I feel like I want to write, are you ready? Beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below, everybody. Claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading, I'll put my website details below, KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. Reminder that I have 2 other YouTube channels, a Pick a Card channel and Twin Flame channel. Those have different readings, so I'll put the links in the description. Check those out. I hope you enjoyed your singles reading today, and we'll see you all again real soon.